Hello and Happy New Year. Welcome to my first Friday sews of 2025. Hope you had a good Christmas and a lovely New Year. I don't know what it's like where you are, but the weather was a bit cloudy, dreary most of Christmas, and then New Year's Day was absolutely awful here. We had rain, wind, really dull, but now the sun has come out, so it's a lovely way to start this new year. Right, so I thought today I would just do a quick overview of last year, 2024, and what I was sewing, and with my start of my plans for this year. So 2024, I went into the start of 2024 with the plan to make things that were more practical, things I'd wear on an everyday basis while I'm working, while we're out walking. So yeah, more practical things rather than dresses. I love dresses and I've always been drawn to all these patterns coming out, but I don't actually wear them a lot. I wear them on holiday. So a few weeks in a year was basically the main time that they were getting worn. So I made the decision back before I started doing YouTube that I was gonna try not to do so many dresses and not be swayed by all these lovely new patterns coming out all the time. So how did I do in 2024? Well, I've gone back through my Instagram. I haven't got photos of everything to put in, but I've gone through and done a tally, and in total I had sewn 44 items and knitted 2 jumpers and 2 pairs of socks. So obviously with the sewing side of it, I think I did get the right balance for what I made. Out of the 44 items, 14 of those were tops, either t-shirts, shirts. So yeah, something that I will wear on a regular basis, and 5 of them are trousers, which I like my ginger jeans. And I made some more fitted trousers as well, and I've made some wide leg trousers. In fact, I haven't said what I'm wearing today, but I am wearing my grey ginger jeans, Tilly and the Buttons t-shirt, which I can't remember which pattern that is, and a hug hoodie. So yeah, I made more practical things. I did make some unpractical things, like I made 2 pieces of swimwear and a coat, and the coat is sort of a light waterproof jacket, so well, showerproof. Yeah, for the rain we have been having, it's not suitable for, but so yeah, there was a few variations, but I felt like I got a good balance of things that I wear on rotation a lot of the time. The couple of surprises I had with what I made, yes, I did only make 4 dresses. I don't know if I mentioned that just now, so that was good. 4 to add to my holiday wardrobe I thought was an okay amount for me. But yeah, what I was surprised with was the fact that I didn't make any skirts. I'm not a big skirt wearer, but I do like the sort of denim skirts, the fitted, shaped, like a jeans pocket, sort of mid thigh length, sort of the shorter above knee ones. I've got a couple of ready to wear ones, and also a couple I've made years ago, and I do wear them, but not so much sort of floaty or longer skirts. So but no, I didn't make a single skirt last year. I did make 7 bags, so that was something new that I hadn't done on previous years. So yeah, that's a sort of a bit of a roundup. Now this one here, this orange and red, which is a lovely fabric I bought from the Stitch Festival last March, which was another one of my plans for last year, was to try and do more meetups, because I don't tend to sort of meet up with anybody doing sewing related things. Well, I hadn't in the past. So last year I went to the Stitch Festival in March at the Business Design Centre in London. Then in the end of April I went up to the Gathering up in Yorkshire, and that was great, getting to meet someone, but it was a long drive. I think it took us 7 hours to get up there on my birthday. So yeah, but it well worth going and meeting everybody. And then at the end of the year in October, I went to the Knitting and Stitching show at Alexandra Palace. Again, was great to meet up to a few people. I saw Helen from Stitch Rip Repeat, and we had a walk around together. We had a glass of Prosecco, a cup of tea, and yeah, spent a lovely afternoon. So I do plan to do more of that this year, and I think the first thing I have planned is the Plymouth Frocktails in March. So I'll put a link to that in the notes as well. So if you live in the UK and you fancy travelling down to the south of Devon to come to lovely Devon, then it's definitely worth coming to that event. So yeah, so I deviated there. I was talking about my last make of 2024 in this lovely cotton. See, it doesn't really pick it up on that, but it's got flecks of gold in it as well. So it's sort of the metallic, reflective. I used some buttons that, again, I bought at the Knitting and Stitching show. You can see it's clear, but it's got just a red line that goes through it. I'm not sure which stand they were from, but it was one that they were just all pre-packed buttons that you could pick up. So this one is one of my old favourites pattern. I think you've probably seen me talk about it before. Simplicity 1694. It's out of print with Simplicity now, but I have seen them available uncut on eBay and other online stores. As I said, fan favourite of mine. I think this will be the 5th one that I've made. What I might do in a minute is go get them out of the wardrobe, hang them all up, and then take a photo of them all together, because they all look very different. As you can see, there's lots of variations. I've made a sleeveless one. I've made one with the rolled up sleeve. Yeah, and to a couple of different variations. This time I decided to go for the collarless one, so it's just a little collar band. It's got an unlined yoke, which is great for when it's just sort of a thin fabric like this, where the design is both sides. It's got a gather in the back, and it's a dropped hem at the back. It's given a nice shape, and it's got the bit of fullness in the back as well. It's a drop shoulder with the sleeves. I had to shorten the sleeves slightly compared to the ones on the pattern, because I didn't have quite enough fabric. I think I bought 2 meters and just squeezed it on. But yeah, really happy with that one. I had planned to make this in time for going on holiday last November. Didn't happen. Then I thought I'd make it for the Christmas parties in December. Didn't happen. So yeah, I finally got it finished just before I packed my sewing machine away for the hectic Christmas week. I'm saying week because we were going to different people, different days, and then ended up with everybody here on Boxing Day. So 18 of us, causing havoc with 6 little ones. So yeah, so that was my last make of 2024, really, or the last thing I got finished in 2024. So it's just fallen on the floor. So my first makes of 2025, I've already started. I did actually have this cut out before Christmas, and I think I put some of it together between Christmas Day or Boxing Day and New Year, and then I've just finished it off a little bit over the last couple of days. So I probably showed this fabric to you before. It's a lightweight suiting fabric with slight stretch in it. It's just the offcut. This was sent to me by Minerva as an ambassador to do a post for them. So it was gifted to me in return for the post. So obviously you can't tell, but it is so soft. It's lovely. It's got a lovely drape to it, and it's almost got like a peach skin feel. I will put all the details of it in my post, in my notes, and also when I uploaded the post onto the Minerva website all about my make, I'll put the link in on the notes as well. But yeah, so that was the fabric. So I decided I wanted to do these trousers. So yeah, this is the Butterick 6880. And as you can see, they're a high-waisted wide leg trouser. It hasn't got a waistband, it's just an extended leg with extended waist with a facing and a little V at the front. Now I bought this pattern back in the summer because I liked just the plain sort of almost bowling sort of style shirt, and I was looking around for one of them and noticed that and thought, oh well, I like the trousers as well. So being one of the big 5 patterns, it's sized in a size 6 to 24. This one is in the size band 6 to 14. So if you're getting the pattern, make sure you pick up the right size pack for you. So it goes from a waist to 23 inches to 39 inches in total, hips 32.5 up to 48 inches. But yeah, I thought that was quite nice. A bit wider trousers than what I've made in the past, but you'll see from the crop trousers I made at the end of last year, it's a new shape that I'm getting to like, so I thought that would be worth trying for this make. So I haven't quite finished them. I've just got to do the hems and then I'll be able to take some photos, but I'm really pleased with them. So I've got the V front, as I said, it's just a facing inside, hand stitched down. It's got darts at the front and the back. It's looking a little bit shiny on the camera there, but actually it doesn't look it in front of, because I made sure I pressed everything on the back because I think it is a fabric that might go shiny if you do it on the front. So yeah, these patch pockets on the front, which I thought were a bit different, and they did have on the pattern one patch pocket on the back, but I decided not to put it on the back. So again, it's got its 2 darts and then zip to do it up. So it's a nice sleek finish to it, and the fabric hangs lovely. So as you can see, it's got lots of nice drape in it. But yeah, it feels lovely. So what I'll do is I will put them on once I've hemmed them and take some photos to hopefully insert here before I post this video. If I don't, I will be putting photos on my Instagram account, and then I'll come back and put them in the next catch up with you. And then when I cut them out, I was hoping I was going to have enough to make a waistcoat as well, which I did. So this is the pom waistcoat from Maison Faye. No, yeah, Maison Faye. Yeah, I'll put all the link in the bottom. It's a free pattern. It was given away at the beginning of the year, and she did a challenge where you made them and posted them on our Instagram, and she did some prizes. So I've made a couple of these before. I made one in a pinstripe and one in a patchwork of pieces of denim offcuts. So it's a nice shaped waistcoat that's high enough neck that you can wear it without anything underneath. It's got the darts at the front and back, a side panel, and then it should have 2 little ties at the back, but I decided not to put the ties on this one because I didn't want it sort of bringing in too tight. So yeah, I made that with the offcuts of the fabric, so it looks a nice little sort of little bit corporate looking when I put it on, I thought, but I think with the right blouse and things, it'll sort of soften the look. So yeah, I was really happy with both of those makes. Again, I'll put the links for the pattern because I forgot to print that one out to see what the size range was, but I'll put the link to it in the notes so you can go and have a look if you fancy a free waistcoat pattern. So that's as far as I've gone with makes so far. Now, as I said, that was a Minerva ambassador post. I should have actually got that one done before Christmas, but be going on holiday and then being busy with work right up till a few days before Christmas when I had to do my Christmas shopping. I was a bit behind with my posts for them. So I have also got the fabric for my next 2 Minerva posts. So my first one is this gorgeous fabric. It's very sheer, but it's got sort of celestial star, suns, good leopard, all in this gold with little specks of blue on the black background. I think you can just see it there. It sort of catches the light. It's got sort of a little sort of lurexy sort of thread woven in it as well. So I've got 2.5 meters of that. It's one of their exclusive fabrics that they bought out not long before Christmas. It was only a couple of weeks before Christmas this one came out, I think. But yeah, I'm thinking that's gorgeous, but I'm not sure what to make with it yet. I was thinking a top, as I said, 2.5 meters. Thought maybe something like a Roscoe by True Bias might be nice, and it loose and floaty, and I could do it with French seams. If I did a shirt, the ruffle shirt would be quite nice, but trend patterns. But I think doing the buttonhole bands and things might be, because you wouldn't really want to interface. It might be seen through the fabric. So I'm going to have a think about that one, but I haven't washed it yet either. So if you've got any ideas what you think I could make with this one, that's better now. You can see the shine through the lines. Yeah, please pop in the comments and help me decide what I'm going to make with that one. So hopefully I'll get that done in the next couple of weeks. And another one I also had for them is this jersey fabric. Nice amount of stretch, it's lovely and soft. Got a slight brushed back. It's not a fleecy back, but a slight brushed back to it. Again, I've got, how much of this one? 2 meters of this one. And I ordered this, or picked this one from the list that they send out to us, because I thought the grey colour would be quite versatile to go with lots of other things. I could do with some long sleeve t-shirts, or some comfortable jogging bottoms, or something like that. But at the moment, I think what I might do, sorry about the crinkling, are these culottes. Again, this was sent to me from Minerva to try out for them. This is one of their new exclusive patterns. I'll just take it out. So you get included the AO prints, a Minerva maker label to put in your make, and then the instruction booklet, which has got a nice lot of detail in it, and it goes into sort of sewing terms, type of fabric, everything like that, as well as your instructions. So this culotte pattern, suggested for medium weight knit fabrics that have some drape and at least 25% stretch in the width, as that does. And apart from that, you just need thread and elastic. So size wise, now they do 2 size ranges with this one. I've got the size A to J, and they're all drafted for a 5'6" height. So in total, for waist size in inches, 28¼ up to 39¼ in the A to J pattern, and then in the bigger pattern it's a 42-inch waist up to a 60. So, and then hip wise, 39¾ up to 50¾ On the other size range, it's 50 inches up to 68 inches. So good size ranges, but there's lots of examples of this on their website already made up. And as I said, I don't tend to wear a lot of skirts that are fuller, so I thought this might be practical to try to get the look of the skirt, but with the practicality of it being trousers and not blowing around all over the place. And I thought it'd be quite a different look to wear with some short boots. Maybe when I'm working, be comfortable with the elasticated waist and the stretchy fabric. So yeah, I'm going to give those a go. So that's my plan for that fabric. So that's all the fabric that was sent to me for my ambassador posts, and I will need to catch up with them this month. So what have I bought? Well, I have bought a few things again from Minerva. Now, part of this was I was planning to buy it before Christmas and didn't get around to it, so I've only just received it now. First of all, this lovely gold velour. Now, it's a ribbed velour. It's really soft, nice bit of stretch in it. Not quite see through it, but yeah, it's a nice lightweight one. Now, a couple of years ago, I made my mum a little V-neck sweatshirt, long sleeves, sort of just over waist length, and she loves it. And that was in a sort of deep emerald green. I'd made myself a top and trousers in it, and then I made her the top with the rest of it. And she wears that top. So I thought, right, I'll make her another one, and the plan was to order it and make it before Christmas, but I didn't get around, hence I thought the gold would be good. Hence I didn't. So I've gone ahead and bought the fabric now. It was a really good price, and I've just bought 1.5 meters. So I'm going to make her that top, because I'm thinking, well, it'll be Mother's Day in no time at all, really, won't it? So that'd be a nice little gift for her. But as you see, lovely, lovely drape. And from using it in the green, I know it washes and wears really well. So that's another plan. And then the pattern that I've been looking at for a little while, I kept thinking I will get it. And I know it's been really popular with everyone. Tilly the Buttons True Sweatshirt. I particularly like the colour block and the cropped length. I thought that would be really nice to use up different pieces of fabric. And I had this left over from when I made a Marlowe. I think that must be a couple of years ago now. It's a fleece back sweatshirt. It's lovely and soft. So I thought I probably got about 3/4 meter there left over. So I thought that would be ideal to do maybe the front and back, or maybe just the front or the lower sleeves, or but I knew it would be enough to make some of the parts on this one. So what I've also purchased from Minerva was 2 more colours of the same fleece back sweatshirt. So I've gone for the I think that was classed as the dark blue, and this was the denim blue, which sort of got more of a marl effect. But I thought those two go quite well together, and I was hoping that, which I think they do go quite a good combination. So yeah, that's my thought with that. I either make it up using all 3, or maybe just do the 2 if I don't think that the marl grey denim blue will go with it. But yeah, so that one's going to be quite high up on my list as well. The fact that I've got all of that's going to be high up on my list, and I'm back to work next week. I'm not quite sure when it's going to get done, but that is sort of my plans to start working on. While I did the order, I also ordered some cuffing. I was hoping that was going to be the right colour to go with the sort of tealy colour that I just shown you in the sweatshirting. It's not too bad, but it's not really the right colour. I have got some grey, I have got some navy and black cuffing, a plain cuffing that I could use instead, so I might save that for a different one. And the black and gold the white. I ordered that one because I've also ordered some velour from Minerva, which has got a leopard print, an animal print, so it's got the gold and cream in it. So, but that one was out of stock at the moment, so they're going to send that one on later. So yeah, that was my purchases that I've got here now. The other thing I purchased was the Bestie bag pattern from Blackbird Fabrics. I know it's been, so many people have been making it. I've been wanting to make it for ages, and I kept thinking, I need to get the pattern, so I actually have ordered it and I've sent it off to be printed, so hopefully that'll be here by next week if I do another Friday shows to show you that. And I've also done a fabric purchase from Rainbow Fabrics. I've not purchased online from Rainbow Fabrics before. I've purchased up at the Knitting and Stitching show, but they had such a fantastic sale on with 60% off and a free gift, so I've made an order with them, so that should be here in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, so that's my catch up of what I've started in this first few days of January, what my plans are. Looking ahead for the year, I'm still aiming to do things or make things that I will use on a day-to-day basis rather than just special occasions. I have got a couple of dresses that I plan to make, having said that, because we've got a wedding to go to in July. So I want to make a dress for that, and the Plymouth Frocktails. I'm thinking, although I've got things I could wear, I'm thinking I would like to make something new for that one as well. So they're probably both going to be dresses. But apart from that, I'm thinking I want to make some of the denim sort of or jeans skirt sort of styles. I've got a pattern that I've used before with that, so I'll probably use the same one. But I'll have a look around. Sort of like mid-thigh length that at the moment I could wear with tights, short boots, or in the summer just with bare legs. So I've got a plan for doing some of those. I have got some black denim that I bought at the Knitting and Stitching show last year, a great big remnant piece, so I'll possibly use that. I do want to make some denim jackets because I've made the patchwork one and a flowery denim one in the past, but I would like a plain black one, so that's in the pipeline as well. Sweatshirts, obviously I've shown you the Drew sweatshirt there, and that's going to probably be the first sweatshirt that I make of the year. And the bags, obviously the Bestie bag, as I said, I'm getting that one printed at the moment, so I want to make myself one of them. I'm also thinking of making them for a few gifts for some friends as well. But yeah, they don't necessarily have to be done by a certain date. So that's my plan going forward. As I said, I hope you've had a good Christmas and a new year. I hope 2025 is good for you, and that you get lots of sewing done and get to do all the things you like to do. Thank you for all of you that have joined me this year, my first year in vlogging. If you've seen my first ones, you'll know it's not something I imagined I'd ever be doing, because I don't like being in front of the camera. But my husband bought me the kit for my birthday to give me the push to get on and have a try. So yeah, I've managed to do 20-something videos, and I think there's 700 and something of you following me and subscribing, which is fantastic, because I thought it would just be family and friends. So thank you. If you haven't subscribed but you would like to, please go ahead and press the button down below and you'll get a notification. And hopefully I'll get back into the routine of doing a Friday sews most weeks. Now the sort of chaos of Christmas is gone, and I look forward to seeing you again. Bye.